Okay, we're here today with Jason and deMarco at MCC Kansas City, and today we're going to talk to them about the album Till the End of Time and also the new movie We're All Angels. How are you guys doing today?
Good, how you doing?
Awesome.
You good?
Awesome. Great to be back to Kansas City.
And so how many times have you been to Kansas City?
Gosh, a lot.
4 or 5.
This was actually the very first year we toured was a Christmas tour, and this was one of the stops we made on the very first tour we ever did together. So it was 6 years ago.
We try and come back once a year.
Okay. So tell me about the new movie We're All Angels.
It's a film.
Well, why don't you tell us about it since you saw it?
I told you I haven't seen it. I told you we switched cable and we don't have Logo or Showtime on my television anymore.
Oh, he says he told me. I don't think it was me.
I remember I told you.
Oh, yeah, but he's not me, honey.
You were next to him. You were next to him.
So this is a 1.5 year segment of our life when we were kind of doing the crossover thing, not really
longer, almost I'd say 2 years.
Yeah, so not really leaving inspirational music to go do mainstream. Basically, it was recording our album Till the End of Time, and a director followed us around the country as we travel and tour in it. And it's, I guess, if I were to sum it up in one sentence, I'd say it's our part on the forefront of the gay movement. So it's how we balance our lives, traveling in ministry, our personal lives, our music career, and then it interviews our parents and family. It's a very powerful part of the film when they speak. And
it's really a journey of reconciliation, like across the board, whether it's personal reconciliation, spiritual reconciliation, in our careers, even in the industry, trying to reconcile who we are with what we're doing. So I think the whole theme throughout the film is reconciliation, wherever you are, whatever stage you're in. Coming out is an easy process, so I think it kind of, journals that process of what our own experiences were.
Right. So tell me about the album Till the End of Time, because I know it's kind of a different album for you all. So tell me a little about that.
That's our most recent mainstream album, and it's basically a story, songs that we've mostly written, and it comes from life, the ups and downs of being in a relationship, finding someone, going through some rocky times, kind of coming apart and coming together at the end, lifting up kind of on a positive note. And yeah.
It's, I come from the Christian music industry and was basically kicked out when I came out and pretty much thought my singing career was over. And so when I moved to LA to pursue pop music, deMarco and I met, and I think really Till the End of Time was our first album where we really we recorded what our intention was recording and becoming Jason and deMarco. The community of faith has been amazing in supporting us, but it's really, he kind of came into what I had already been doing, and I was in the process of trying to expand my audience to go more mainstream. And so it took us a couple years to actually start that process, to actually complete and record the album. So really, Till the End of Time is kind of our first mainstream album that we said, let's just take this and we're going to, take this and our music out to a larger audience.
What would you say one of the most memorable tracks, or favorite tracks?
I think This Is Love has been...
Yeah. It's a combination pop, feel-good song, it's a love song, and it has an acoustic, like a sunny acoustic beachy feel to it. So,
and we had a video to it, and the video was on Logo, and it just had such an overwhelming response. So he saw the video.
Yeah, we still had a Logo when the video came out, so I got to see the video.
If anyone wants to hear a song to represent who we are and what we do and our sound, that's the song I always want to play.
And it's on YouTube.
We do get some, some of the tracks are more produced, some are more electronic, I would say, and some are even more bare. But I think this is a good middle of the road of what our sound is.
All right. And so tonight for the concert, kind of what are you hoping to get across to the audience in the crowd?
Well, having the band is a new thing. So when you have all these other guys, in addition to us giving their gifts, and there's an opportunity for Spirit to work through them and them to be channeled. It's really amazing what happens, because if we want to, keep doing a chorus, we have the liberty to do that. If we want to talk over an intro, and with our tracks, we're really limited to what we can do. So this has been amazing, and they're so talented. These are some of the top players in LA, so we're really lucky that they stayed over an extra day to play here tonight.
I think empowerment. I just want people to feel empowered, regardless of who they are, where they come from, what spirituality they are, if any. Just that they gain a sense of empowerment through the music and hope, just to kind of leave here, thinking feeling like the world is a better place than when they came.
Right. Jason, I know you recently took a position at a church in Houston. as a youth minister. So what can you kind of give advice to the youth who are kind of struggling spiritually and emotionally at this time in their life?
I actually have a page on a website called spiritpop.com, and it's a link called Reconciled, and it's a page that I spent literally years of communicating with people, especially young people. And so I actually took all those letters that I had written to them and compiled them into one letter called Reconciled. And so I always send young people to that because it really shares my personal journey, why we believe what we believe, how we've come to believe that, how we support that. Not trying to persuade anyone, but just saying, look, this is our truth and this is why we believe it. We encourage you to at least just read this and read the other side. And I think it gives a lot of good resources and tools for, I include resources in the letter as well that kids can go, whether it's books or websites that they can go to. Because there's amazing organizations out there for young people that are dealing with things, whether it's Matthew Shepard Foundation, the Trevor Project, which is a teenage suicide hotline. There's a lot of resources. It's just kids need to know where they can go to get those resources. So I think that's really what we're kind of connectors. We're trying to connect people with other people that all have the same purpose and mission. They just don't know each other exist.
The information is out there, how to come through on the other side with this reconciliation process. So it's easy to say, oh, I just give up, or I'm not good enough. But really, I would say to the youth, do your homework. I mean, the stuff is out there. Go look for it. It's everywhere on knowing that you are loved and that you are created in God's image and you are beautiful just as you are. So
I remember
we have to take responsibility.
When I came from a very evangelical Pentecostal background, and I remember when I started my process of coming out, I started reading. And as I read, and I started seeing, I'd like to think of myself as an educated person, and as I started reading these books and I started really coming to an understanding of how the Bible had been used and abused and misused against this community of people, I started seeing where it was the same cycle of what had happened to African Americans, what had happened to women, and just I realized, oh my gosh, I've believed this my whole life because it's what I've been taught. But I've realized that this community is no different than these other communities that have been discriminated against because people have used the Word of God to support that. And when you really start researching and when you educate yourself on what the Bible really says, there's just overwhelming evidence and supporting evidence that this is an issue that's just been amazingly abused with the church. And people are realizing that. We're seeing the church, come to an awareness of that, and things are changing. And I think that's what we're all here to do, is to help usher in that change and that movement.
Right. All right, well, I want to thank you guys for your time. Really appreciate it and everything. Good luck on the show tonight and good luck on the tour album and everything.
Have fun. Go see our movie.
When it comes on DVD, I will.
Do you have to have a friend that has DVR or TiVo or something?
I don't, actually.
You get out this way, right?
Just recording.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.